You are falling at 60 kilometers per second towards something so large it does not even register you as existing. There is no wind yet, no sound, just the absolute airless silence of space. And ahead of you, filling your entire field of vision, something that should not be possible: Jupiter. And the terrifying part is, you've only just arrived. From here, it almost looks alive. Ribbons of amber and cream curl across its surface in slow, hypnotic spirals. The colors shift, rust bleeding into ivory, ivory bleeding into something almost gold. It rotates faster than any planet this size should be able to. One full day in under 10 hours. You can see it moving. You notice something in the southern hemisphere. A wound in the clouds, centuries old. A storm so large it could swallow the earth whole. You've seen photos of it. You think you understand it? You don't. But here's the terrifying part. There is no surface below those clouds. There is no ground. There is no place to land. No place to stop, no place to be safe. What you're looking at isn't a planet with a storm on it. It is the storm all the way down. The moment you enter the upper atmosphere, something changes. The silence ends. You hear it before you feel it. A low subsonic howl that vibrates in your chest before it registers as sound. Wind at 600 kilometers per hour. Not a gust, not a squall. A permanent geological feature of this place. The kind of wind that doesn't stop because the thing creating it has no reason to stop. The pressure is already building. You feel it in your temples. The suits humans have theorized for such a descent would begin failing at around 100 kilometers deep. You are at 80, but everything changes now. At 150 kilometers, the atmosphere begins to behave in ways your body cannot process. There is no longer a boundary between gas and liquid. The hydrogen around you hasn't decided what it is. It exists in a state that has no name in everyday language. A superfluid, a supercritical mass, something that moves through you as much as around you. The pressure outside your vessel is now greater than the deepest ocean trench on Earth, and you are not at the bottom. You are still falling. The temperature is climbing. 5,000 degrees, 10,000. You are passing through layers hotter than the surface of the sun, and the core, the theoretical, possibly solid core that no probe has ever reached, is still thousands of kilometers beneath you. But space has one more surprise. In 1995, the Galileo probe entered Jupiter's atmosphere and lasted 58 minutes. 58 minutes. Then it was simply gone. Compressed, dissolved, absorbed. The data it sent back before the end confused scientists for years. The wind speeds were wrong. The ratios of gases were unexpected. What the probe found did not match what the models predicted. Jupiter did not behave the way we thought it would. There are signals that emerge from Jupiter's magnetosphere that sound, when converted to audio, almost like breathing. Radio emissions that pulse in rhythms scientists describe as quasi-periodic, not random, not mechanical, rhythmic. NASA has recordings. They are strange in a way that is difficult to explain without pausing mid-sentence, and then something impossible happens. You stop falling, not because anything stopped you, but because there is no longer a direction called down. The pressure is equal from every angle now. You are not inside Jupiter's atmosphere. You are inside Jupiter. You are a point of reference in a system so massive it has its own system of moons. 95 confirmed. Some larger than the planet Mercury. Some with oceans beneath their ice that may have existed for longer than life has existed on Earth. There may be something in those oceans. No one knows what. The Voyager probes flew past Jupiter in 1979. They are still moving. They will drift through interstellar space for billions of years after every human structure on Earth has returned to dust. And Jupiter will still be here, still turning, still swallowing its own atmosphere, still emitting those rhythmic signals into the dark. We named it after a god because we needed it to mean something. But Jupiter was never a symbol. It was never a metaphor. It was never anything other than what it is. An indifferent, incomprehensible engine of gravity and violence and gas, older than the oceans, older than life, older than the concept of a name. It did not notice when Galileo saw it through a lens for the first time. It did not notice when our probe dissolved inside it. It will not notice when we are gone.